Hi, I'm Shivam and this is Build Abhyasa with me, a series I've created to showcase how products in AI generation are being built. This series is for folks who are new to the industry or somebody who has a decade of experience and wants to transition into AI. And they want to know, they're curious how products are being built, how we are using AI in a new generation of products. I've created this tool Abhyasa using Claude Code, Codex, and it's for users to learn any topic using AI effectively. We do that by creating topics and choosing the curriculum that best fits our requirement. We also have these components, those are interactive and give you definition of most important words in a particular section. Then we also have these quick check-ins that helps you ensure that whatever you've learned, you've understood that. And we also have this start revising CTA, which tells the user that you need to revise a certain topic that you read X days back. We also have then the next most important thing that the user must do according to Abhyasa. Today what we're going to do is we're going to make some changes to the home screen. There is a bug in the home screen. It says 4-day streak, but I last logged in on Tuesday. It has been 4 days. It should say 1-day streak. That's a straightforward fix. That's a bug. And the second is a little more tricky. We want to improve the messaging here. It says strengthen backend fundamentals and it's showing start revising as a CTA. Now as a user, I don't know why all of a sudden Abhyasa is asking me to strengthen backend fundamentals. So how can I improve the messaging? I am thinking of adding a horizontal timeline here, something like you read on 16 Jan and now it's 20th Jan or 25th Jan and you must revise it so that you are able to recall, retain whatever you had learned that day. So I'll be using Codex for the same. Now I will open Codex, and before that I'll show you my agents, and you can just see the different agents here. The product manager agent, it's a product manager for Abhyasa. It's a B2B2C tool because I want this to be used in schools and colleges. I feel that is a huge market and something that we have to ensure that product doesn't have anything that a school or college might not like, and it is targeted for learners, students. Similarly, we have engineer agent, and we also have AI integration agent. So whenever we are touching anything that requires changes in our integration, AI integration modules, the AI integration agent is activated or used. I specifically ask Codex or Claude to use the same. So these are currently Claude agents, but the same skills I have in Codex as well. I'll go back to Codex now and I'll ask fix the bug in home screen which shows 4 days streak. I logged in after 3 days and clearly shows in the calendar view, but the streak should show 1 day users login activity. Refer to the PM agent and agent. So this is the first change that I want Codex to do. And similarly, also instead of strengthen topic in the home screen as a message, replace the same with a horizontal timeline. We already keep a track of when user last read a chapter or last revised it. We should show that in the timeline. They will very effectively communicate with user and why they must revise. Codex has created a plan. It will be inspecting active home screen, then it will be correcting the continuous streak. Build this. Okay, let's fix that. It's making some changes. Open timestamp. Okay, so this is something that I was under an impression, and this is one of the problems with AI driven development. Better way to do this is to ensure that you read the code, and sometimes during this development process we don't usually read the code, but let me know down in the comments how you are reviewing code when AI is writing. I'm adding a small explicit read timestamp only for chapters actually opened in the reader. Okay, so yeah, it has made some changes and it has completed all the action items in the plan. And let me open another window, go to Abhyasa's folder and make changes in both git commit feature. Actually it's going to be both fix and feature. Home screen streak timeline implementation. So I've got so I've got the CI/CD pipeline done using Vercel. As soon as I push this, the code will be deployed, and similarly, I'll do that for the front end. And let me just use the same commit message and push the same on our main branch, and let me now test it and see. First of all, I'll go to Vercel. Okay, now let me go and see whether deployment is done, and it has. Go and refresh the same. Interesting. Your learning timeline revised asynchronous 10 days ago, backend fundamentals. The core idea it was able to understand, but as you can see, there are some misses. The line is not completely joining, plus the name of the chapters are also not coming. What I'm not fully aligned with how AI has done this is that it is showing me all the chapters, all the topics that I've learned, but instead I don't want chapter specific data here, because I think that will be too much information on the home screen. So ask Codex to fix that. The UI needs fix because timeline node are not connected properly to each other only, but should be revised. Yeah, no, actually let's show chapters, but chapters titles length can be dynamic, so we need to first case which is revised. For revision we can use a different icon and represent reading with something else. Similarly, can we show, let me know in the comments, what do you think? Should we show 10 days ago or calendar date here? As a user, I think days ago is a better messaging, so let's stick with that. Let's not have exact dates here. Also remove timeline. This is something I don't know how that got passed by PM agent, because we are using the space for describing another HTML component. That's like having a button text here. This is a button that you have to click. The UX or the HTML components must be very clear in their utility. This is what we are going to fix now as well. The revised text will go, that's for sure. And I also want to remove your learning timeline here. And I also think the day 2 section, this is, I think this is a little repetitive. If I give it more space, will it look better? No, how do I do that? Okay, let Codex only do that. Also, so I've come up with prompt, remove the day X component from the home screen and use the entire width for horizontal timeline. Add more details. Use dotted line if needed to research how timelines are shown, and accordingly use that. Make use of space effectively. We want the model to understand this is a UX design. The decision has to be making sure that space is used effectively and messaging is done properly. So Codex has made these changes, and it has been deployed. Let me reload the same. The result isn't what I was expecting. I think we should switch models now. I'm not sure whether Tierra will be able to do the same. One can argue that I can be more specific, but I felt that the better models, they understand you even when you're not very specific, because this is something that even I don't know. I will not be able to add a lot more details here. This is something that I want the model to tell me, that timelines are shown X way, and this is the core philosophy while showing this. I have switched the model now. I'm using GPT 5.6 Sol, and the reasoning is high. So let me test these changes. Backend doesn't have any changes. Let me verify that once again. Let me see what all changes it has done. Visual region main, I've pushed the same. Let me go to see whether my pipeline is building. Yes, it is. Now we will see the difference between a high reasoning model versus a medium one. Tierra, I was using a medium reasoning, so that was also one of the reasons. But I still believe that when I was using Claude Code, Fable worked incredibly effective, and so my expectations are also high with Sol. Okay, I see a lot of information now. It is better, yet it is a little worse than before. we are overwhelming the user with a lot of information here. Let me discuss this with the model once. There's too much of text on the and also topics name and me today's CTA. How this can be represented. Codex is still working. I think we can also do something like reducing the size of the text here. Size. Let me do that. No, 10 will be 11 pixels is still fine. All the backend fundamentals. So this is repeated here. See how much of a difference it is. And this is what I've asked the model to do as well. It's looking much cleaner. We also don't want this. We want the start revising CTA to be added. Okay, I don't think so. I'll be able to do that manually. Let's finish for the model to run this. I'm positive that this will look a little better than the previous iterations. Changes are deployed and this is much closer to how I imagined it at the first go. I still believe so. Start revising should look similar to the timeline icons. The start revising or the action part of the timeline. Currently it is not. It is looking as an extension fusion. The lines are also icons. Fix that 11 days ago. Also, I'll be keeping a track of each chapter with nodes pixel font size. Trim the titles cal length, maybe 10 or Codex has completed its task. It worked for 7 minutes and while I was waiting for the model to work, I came across a couple of sample code snippets here from Shatsian and I also saw some from the studio. This is the vertical one. Yeah, so I was thinking of adding a progress bar here as well. The same mistake coming across as overwhelming. So let me know in the comments whether a progress bar below each node will make the experience better. Now let me go back to Claude Codex and I'll just see the changes. It has made changes to again just one file. This is also something that I have to see whether this can be refactored as well. Let's refresh the new build. Yeah, I think this looks a lot better now. We can see that this is a part of the same block, though I think this can still be submerged. And so I wanted to know how many number of nodes we should keep here, and I checked the same with the model. I gave it a prompt to help me decide the number of nodes we should have, and it researched accordingly and made some changes. And this is the importance of skills. As you can see, my prompts, they are very to the point. It's because I've already spent a lot of time refining my agents.mds. That is very, very important, and it's very specific to product you're building, the taste that you're having, and that's what's going to distinguish somebody. All of us are using the same model, so that is what is going to make the difference, how well defined your agents.mds are. And also we can increase the trim length one subcomponent. Currently also change the position. Okay, so it has created the plan. There are 3 action items. It'll be inspecting the component, updating the topic heading like we asked, and build verification. Okay, I'll check its changes. The task is finished. Let's push the same title alignment. Now this is looking a lot better than before. I can actually this is good. If there are multiple action items, we can have a carousel, but that's something for another day. So let me know in the comments how did you like today's video, and if you got to learn something, there's some feedback for me. I can improve in the workflow. Do let me know in the comments, and do subscribe, and do check out Abhyasa. Thank you.